Welcome back, guys. Am I audible properly? Stop talking then.
This meeting is being recorded.
I said stop talking, guys. What we discussed yesterday? Hey, nothing related to index. Okay, so yesterday we gave a task, right? To convert numbers to binary, decimal, and octal. What was the first number? 35. You have written? Anyone? Give me your copy. You have written numbers? 32, 43, 64, 80, 80 and 86 both, and 118. These only, right? Okay. Stop talking, guys. What is the binary of 32? This one? 1 and then after 5 zeros, right? What is octal of this? Octal 0440. Sure. And what is its hex? Check your answers. 20. What is the binary of 43? 10. Okay. Octal 5 3. Hexa 2 2B. Very good. For 64, what is the binary? 1 and after 6 zeros. Okay. Octal 40 80 100. How? Who is saying 100? 64 divided by 8. 80, right? Or 08? 80. Completely divisible by 8. What is the hexa? 40. Binary for 80. Anyone. 101 00 double again 00 80. Okay, good. Octal 80 divided by 8. Octal 120. How it can be 120? Hold on. Hold on. Are sitting in the first row and talking. If you are dividing 80 or converting it to octal, so what you will do? Divide by 8. And how you are dividing it? 8 ones are 8. Array, this is not a division. You have to divide it completely. Then what is going to be the answer? Hey, how is can be 100? This is octal. So how you will write it then? 100. 10 is not a digit, right? 10 is not a digit here. Then what you will say? 10 is not a digit because digits are 0 to 7 in octal. How you will write it? Okay, what I will do is I will reverse the number. Let's say here if we are writing something like 79, then what we will do? 9, right? But this 9 is also not going to be a digit. Our digit should be on what will be the remainder? 7. Okay, 7 can be there. Then again divided by 8. This is going to be the number. This is going to be the number. Same way here again you have to do it. Okay. You said 120. What is hexa for 80? 50. Completely divisible by 16. Binary of 86. 1010 110. Okay. Octal. What is octal? For 80 it was 120. For 86 it will be 126 only. Hexa 56. Cool. Binary of 118. 111 0 110. Okay. Octal 116 166. And hexa. Now check your answers. If you are getting the same answers, then it's correct. Okay. Hey, stop talking. Even this is a small room. If you want to talk, please go out of the class. You are free to do that. For 64 octal is 100. No, it will be 80 only because it is the completely divisible. 88 are 64. Okay. So let's start now. Visible. No, this is wrong. This will not be 80. It is not a digit, guys. It will be 100 here. Yes. Because we have to divide that 8 again by 1. Okay, so we are going to discuss about index types now. Index types in TypeScript. And we have discussed enough about indexing. So what I will say here, let's say there is a interface or not an interface, let's get a type for it. So there will be a type of book and which is going to have something like name, which is going to be in string, and price, which is going to be in number, author, which is going to be in string again. Now there is a book who is having three properties: name, price, and author. Now what we can do is we just can create a book with any of these three keys. So let's say I will try to create something like this. Let's say there is a constant of b. Now it is having, or not, let's create a type of it. So there is a type of b which will be taking its values from book and then from author. Okay, I'm saying like this, that there is a book b, or let's write any book here. I will write mathematics. So there is a book, or simple maths we can write. So there is a maths book, and I am casting the book to book's author. Generally, I am not assigning the type to this book maths. But if you are checking it, let me write it something like this: console.log type of maths. If you are trying to check the type of, okay, hold on. So now let's see, once you are going to maths, it is saying that it is string, but obviously we are not assigning it to a string. To whom we are assigning a string? In the indexing type of author, and that's why we are getting it here itself. Understood? Indexing type. Or else, let's say I am saying that it is going to have the price. It is going to have the price. Now there is a maths book, and I am casting it to the book's price. So what is the price data type? Number. And it is saying that there is a type of maths which is of number. So basically, like, we generally don't use indexing, but this is the only use of this, that you can assign these values. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we are going to discuss about object oriented programming. How many of you have idea about it? Object oriented programming. Object oriented programming. Now there are some particular languages that follows OOPS concept, right? Example: Java, Python, C++, C Sharp, JavaScript, TypeScript. All these follow OOPS concept, or object oriented programming. But what is exactly object oriented programming? How you will define it? Object oriented programming. So if you are saying that, okay, Java or C++, C Sharp is a OOPS programming language, right? Is a object oriented programming language. But what do you mean by object oriented programming? The name itself is saying you that programming will be based on objects. Programming will be based on objects. So let's write its definition. So I will say that, no need to write. I'll upload all these. So I will say that OOPS programming is a programming approach which makes use of classes and objects to solve the problem. Now generally, if you are writing a program, let's say if you are from Python, so generally if I want to print hello world, I can print like this. P will be small, right? Like this we can do. In Python it's very simple. Now is it a particular thing that we are discussing, that is it following OOPS concept? No, it's not. So which is the one programming language that is completely object oriented programming language? In Python we can work without classes also, right? So it's not completely dependent on OOPS. In C Sharp also we can work. That is also not completely work. Then Java, yes. So Java is the only language along with C++, but C++ also can make functions directly. But here Java is the only programming language that cannot work with classes and objects. Classes are the main thing that we should have in Java to work with it. Okay. Now, how many components are there in OOPS? Components in OOPS. Or let's first discuss what we are saying there, classes and objects. First, you understood that part. Let's say this is you and you are sitting at your home. I think I have given this example. Your father said you to go to market and buy fruits. Okay, and your mother said go to market and buy vegetables. Now you have two options. Either you can give a priority that okay, my father gave me the order first, so I will go to market, buy fruits, came back and I'll give it to my father. Then again I will go back to market, buy vegetables and give it to mother. This is the paradigm that is followed by most of the programming languages, right? Because we are not generally creating a collection here. Now there are two operations that you are performing. One is fruit operation, right? Or simply buy fruit operation. Second is the vegetable operation. And you are the only class here, right? Means only you have to do both of the tasks. So why are you not creating a collection of it? Why you are going to market again and again? Just go to market once and buy these things. So these are the functions here that you are performing. You are the class and you will create some objects here that okay, this is the particular vendor from which I will buy fruits and from which I will buy vegetables. So that's what you are trying to do. That is called programming approach using OOPS concept. You are making use of OOPS concept. Now, what are the components involved in object oriented programming? Components involved in object oriented programming. Yes, we are getting good answers in online chat box. So first is object. Second is class. Third is inheritance. Fourth is abstraction. Fifth is polymorphism or encapsulation. Anything you can keep. And last, encapsulation. Now, if I have to discuss everything in one line, guys, don't talk again. I'm saying inheritance means inheriting properties from your parents. Abstraction means hiding the information. Polymorphism means many forms. Encapsulation means what is encapsulation? Binding the data. And these all are the answers. And for how many of the answers you know the practical things? Like where we are actually applying this thing. That where we are actually applying abstraction and what are the use of abstraction, what are the use of encapsulation. So that we are going to see. So now let's first discuss about what are these objects. Objects. So how you will define the objects? So for that, I'll say that objects are the instance of class, but till now we have not discussed about any class. So how we can make use of class here? Object are the entities, exactly. So objects are the real world entities that has some properties and values. Now these are the objects. That objects are the real world entities that has some properties and values. Like what values, what properties? Let's say I will say that What is entity, sir? Entity is something that exists in real world. Now let's say car. Car exists in real world. It's not imaginary thing. Now we cannot write alien here because alien we don't know that they exist or not, right? But we can create its programming. Now let's say if I'm saying there is a car and this car is going to have some of the properties. What properties the car can have? Its name. That what is the name of car? Color. What is the color of this car? What is the mileage of this car? Like in 1 liter of petrol or diesel, how much it will run? What is the company, manufacturer company of this car? Like lots of things a car can have. What is the model of car? Model means in which year it was manufactured. So something like this. So this car is a object here. This car is a object here, and these all are the properties of a car. Now, if I'm saying that car dot drive, then what is this drive now? This drive is a function performed by this object. Okay? Or instead of drive, we can write run because driving require a human being. So driving should be a function of human object. So what I will say car dot run. It means that run is a function that is performed by this object car. Okay? This is what we mean by objects. That objects are real world entities that has some properties and values, right? Values means they can be physical values or they can be the non-physical values. Let's say if we are saying about human, so there is a human object. Now a human will be having some of the values. Name it will be having, age, gender. Now all these things are physical that we can see, touch or something. But if I am writing nature here, nature is not a physical thing. It's a emotional thing, but it is related to human. We can write nature as soft, cruel or something like that. So that's why I have written both, that objects will be having properties and as well as values. Understood? And what are the examples for it? So examples I will write all the real world things or something like all the things that exists in real world like car, bus, human, anything it can be, and all of them will have some properties, and properties mostly physical and values mostly non-physical. But there are going to be some values which will not be non-physical, they will be physical. Like let's talk about this particular car only. And if I'm saying that what is the price of this car, now this price is a value here, right? That this particular thing is this much valuable, but that is a physical thing, right? That's why I have written mostly, means not completely, mostly. Okay, so these are the objects. Understood the objects now? Or still you have any doubt? If you have any doubt, just let me know. We'll clear it out. Yes, any doubt? Okay, fine. The next thing is that we are discussing here, that is class. Now, what is a class? Simple thing that class is a collection or blueprint of objects, right? Or blueprint of objects. What do you mean by blueprint? Similar. Blueprint means, okay, how many of you have used carbon? So there used to be a carbon paper. If we are writing it something on a paper and keeping carbon below it, it will get printed on the next paper. Childhood kind of things. So that is only we call about as blueprint. Blueprint means it will not be the exact thing, but it will be similar to the exact thing. Means looking like real copy, but not the real copy. So class is a collection or blueprint of objects. Now for that, let me give you an programming example. So as we are into JavaScript, so let's do of that. Now, in which version of JavaScript classes were introduced? ES6. ES6 that came in 2015. So I will write here that classes in JavaScript were introduced in ES6 2015. Okay, 2015. Now, how to write the classes? So simple. If I'm writing here class, and let's say class of human. Now this is a class here, right? This is a class here. Now what if I do here that it is going to have a function, and function is of market, function of market. Inside this I will print console.log, go to market, or simple I will write buy fruits, and then I will write console.log buy vegetables. Now there is a class of human, means simply you, and you are a collection of objects. Now where are the objects? Where are the objects in this? Because if you are saying market, market is a function, it's not an object. Then where is the objects here? Where are the objects in this? Because if I am writing something like this, name, something like this I am writing, then it will be object. But as of now I am not writing any object. Then who is the object here? Human is a function. Human is a function. Your answer is correct, but half answer. This human market is a function here, and this human is a class. This human is not only a class, this human is a collection of object, means basically it is also an object only, but we can write multiple functions into it. That's why we are saying that this is going to be a particular class. Okay, if I am running it, is it going to print this particular part? If I am writing running this program, will it print these two? Now we are getting the error. What the error we are getting? It is saying that functions of market, and it is saying that there's an unexpected identifier of market. Call them. We are getting the error. There is no need to call them. We are getting the error. If it was not giving us any output, then we can call something. Okay, if you are saying call them, what should I call? Market or human? Human dot market. Like this. Human dot market. Like this. Error again. We are not going to solve the error, because the error in this part, there is a function of market. Now error is removed from here, but we are getting the error in this particular part. So this is not the way you have to write. Now code is working fine. Now if I want to use this particular market, So directly if you are calling the market, if you are directly calling the market, these all are things from JavaScript. So you should have a knowledge of these. So once you are calling the market, it is saying that market is not defined, but we are defining the market. Now the scope problem is there. What is the problem? Scope problem. So once you are calling it in the class scope, just try to run it. And now, okay, hold on. Now if I'm calling this market function, see this is the function of market is written. And now if I'm calling the market, then also it's not working. And that's why we are saying that this human is not the actual object. If it was the actual object, it should be able to print this particular part. Now, in JavaScript, there are two types of function. That's working fine. It's working fine. Then why it's not working fine with the classes? Sorry? Create object. What object we can create here? Task is simple. That you are a human, you have to go to market and you have to buy these kind of things and come back. Then what object we can create here? Yes. What object we can create here? We have to make an object of the class. We get the reference of the class. So now you are trying to say that we have to create an object of human. That human object equals to new human. Like this you are saying now, and then object dot market. Like this. Reference name dot props. Error. And this is how these things are not going to work. Now, what is the actual problem here that we are facing? The problem we are facing here is we are not able to create the object of class. To execute this human dot market, it should work. I think no, Shreyansh, it will not work. First, you check this particular part of the code. Is there any problem in this code? So definitely there is no problem in this code, right? There's no problem. Means this code is working fine. And what I want is I want to execute the market function now. What I want is I want to execute the let h equals to new human h dot market. Let h equals to new human. Okay. ES6 you are using. Come back. Class is the, we'll go there. Let's first complete this part. Constructor Gopesh will create, hold on. Class is a collection or blueprint of object. Classes in JavaScript were introduced in ES6 2015. Classes are generally used. I'm writing the answer now. Classes are generally used to call, to create their object, in other locations, to execute the functions. And that's what we are dealing with now. Now, what is the exact answer? That classes are generally used to create their object. Means what we see is class is a collection of object. Then we think that priority is given to classes. No, priorities will be given to the objects only. Classes will never have the priority. Who will have the priority? Objects. Objects will have the priority, not the classes. Now, how to create the objects in JavaScript? As you are already done with JavaScript, right? Now you tell me. How to create objects? Okay, Vamshi has said one answer, that something like let h equals to new human, and then h dot market. Now, why we are writing like this, that let h equals to new human h dot market? So classes are generally not supposed to work independently. Generally. But in Java classes, there will be a main class which will work directly. But for other classes, you have to call them. What you have to do? We have to call them. And this is the way that you create the objects. Now let's say if I am writing another function here, so that will be you don't use function keyword under classes. You directly write the function name. Let's say function name I will write as laptop, and I will say something like that, console.log, open your laptop. Something like this if I'm writing. And there is a object h. Now this object, for object what we have written, for object we have written that they are the real world entities that has some properties and values, and they are used to perform functions, and they are used to perform certain functions. Now object of the class is already created. We have already created the object of class, and where is the object is stored? Inside h. Inside h. Then do I need to create a new object, or this particular laptop function will work with h? If I'm saying something like this, let h2 equals to new human, and then I am executing h2 dot mark laptop, h2 dot laptop, and open your laptop, and these buy fruits and buy vegetables. Do I really need to create a second object, or else I can execute the same function with the previous object itself? So I can say h dot laptop. Is it going to work? Of course it will work. So once you are creating an object, entire class will come into that object. Whatever you are writing there, whatever you are writing there, okay, whatever is inside the class, it will come there. Understood? Sure? Okay. Hold on, guys. Now let's say inside class I am declaring let human, or human equals to Abhishek. I am declaring the human name is Abhishek. Can I access this particular part using object? So for that, after declaring a laptop, I will say that console.log h dot human. H dot human means I want to check the value of human, and we are into an error. The error is saying that here human is not defined. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to use this human as a variable, right? Let's say if I'm saying let num equals to 5, let num equals to 5, I'm using like this. And if I'm checking h dot num here, for num it is saying that this is unexpected, right? So this class is generally a make it global variable. Not an issue, guys. If you are creating a global variable, we can access. We are creating the object here. The error is saying that num is not verified here. This let is not having any error. Okay. Let's come back now. So objects are the real world entities that has some properties and values. They are used to perform certain functions. And class is a collection or blueprint of those objects. Means class is totally dependent on the objects only. Class is nothing. There's nothing. You this human will be used for calling the objects or functions. That's it. There's no other work to do it. But in Java, there are some getters, setters, and other things that we will discuss. Okay, that we will discuss. Now, let's say if I'm saying like this, what is abstraction? What is inheritance? First, let's discuss about inheritance. Okay, what is inheritance? So this word I think you might have studied in your science also. Inheritance, inherit. What is that? Taking properties from your parents, right? Because generally what we are, and this is the science also, and the science says that you are 10% of your father, 10% of your mother, 5% of your grandfather, 5% of your grandmother, and 5% of your grandmother from mother side and for mother side father. So this is what you will do. Means 40% of your development is totally based on your family. Rest 50% your friends will do. This is the exact thing. Friends means your surrounding. Rest 50% you are responsible on the surrounding. And 10% is what you are developing inside you. It means that 90% of us is already filled. We just need to fix our 10%. And that's actual thing. It means that we are 90% already filled. Right? We are 90% already filled. Okay? 10% we need to fix. This is a general science. But we are not talking about science. We are talking about programming. So let's do it. So what I will write in inheritance. Inheritance means to adapt the properties and values from your parents. Generally in programming, classes inherits the properties of their parents, they make use of extend keyword. They make use of extend keyword to achieve inheritance. Now, when we are talking about inheritance, let me give you a glimpse about it. So once you are inheriting, do we really adapting all of the qualities of our parents or selective qualities? Once you are inheriting your parents, are we adapting their all of the qualities or some selective qualities? Selective qualities. Let's talk about me only. I am taller than my father and mother both. Right? So means I am not going to them on the height. They are not short actually, but I am taller than them. So if I was adapting their height, is it like that I will be with their height or I am taller than or shorter than? So are we actually adapting all of the qualities? No, not at all. My father and mother doesn't know coding, but I know coding, right? So means all of my father is a farmer, but I am not a farmer. Means all of the properties I am not adapting here, right? So generally, that's why we are saying them that classes used to extend each other. Extend means they will use all of the properties, but they will extend everything. They will extend everything. Now let's give a dependence on generation and time. Like that, you can say. Now let's say if there is an example, father, and father is having two properties. Just a random example I'm taking. First example is hardworking. hardworking, and second example is let's say soft in nature. Soft nature. And let's say mother is also having two qualities, good cooking skills, and any second quality, kind. Now let's say there's a child. Now this child will take the properties from their father and mother. Now is it like that this child will have two, three, four properties? First property will be hardworking. Yes, of course it will take. Definitely it will take this property, hardworking. But as we are using the extend keyword, so this hardworking will extend. Right? Second thing is soft nature. Now this is related to the non-physical qualities. Nature, I have discussed about it, that some are properties and some are values. Being soft nature is a value, means it's not a physical thing. It can be or it cannot be used or extended also. Let's say my father is soft in nature, but I am not. If I am saying like that, so it is like that because it is not a physical property. Third thing, let's say now you are adapting cooking skills. Cooking skills. As this is a physical thing, you have to extend it. Once you are extending it, you can write like this. So extending can be in good and bad way both. Extending can be good or bad both. Now kind, this is again a value. So you can extend it or you cannot extend it. Now this was a real world example. Let's go back to the programming now. So what I will do is, let's say there is a class of Abhishek. There is a class of Abhishek and Abhishek is here today. How you know? He's a friend. Now let's say there is a class of father. There is a class of father and father is having one function, not function, don't we write here. Let's say work. Father is having a work function and here I will say console.log farmer. Okay. So this particular class of father is done, which is having this particular part, that there is a work function and inside work there is a farmer. Now what I want to do is, there is a class of Abhishek which will be extends father. I have written this particular part that they make use of extends keyword to achieve inheritance. So I am saying that class Abhishek extends father. This particular class of Abhishek is extending their father. Now let's write the function for Abhishek first. So here function is not required. So let's say again this is having a profession. It is having a prof function. And in profession, I will say console.log developer, or more specifically software developer. Is there any difference between software developer and software engineer? Is there any difference between software developer and software engineer? Is there any difference? Who is saying yes? Yes, what is the difference? Support your answer now. What is the difference between software developer and software engineer? Anyone? Have you ever attended any interview? Never. You have attended? Where? Wipro. IT, non-IT. How was it? What is this? Like, I don't understand these kind of things. How was it? Good, bad? It was good. What they asked you? Arey, what they asked you? about your project, final year project, be it from BTech that we generally purchase, right? So what was your project in final year? Recently, I was taking a front end class and that I asked the same question. One girl said that she bought a project for 12,000. I said, okay. She said, no, no, sir, per head 12,000. I said, four peoples in a group and the project cost was 48,000. And then I got curiosity. I said, what was the project? She said, sir, I forgot that. Amazing. So, is there any difference between software engineer and software developer? No difference. Developer develops software and engineer designs the software. Kind of. Guys, don't talk. Listen it. Software, let's say you are going to get a job as an Angular developer or full stack Python developer, full stack .NET developer. Software engineers are paid more because they are software developers plus scalability, engineering aspect. Software engineers are paid more. Yeah, very much. 15,000 per month. Alright, this is the salary that is generally given in IT in India. You know, this is the package offered by most of the organizations in India. 3.2 LPA, right? Now it's your decision that how much time you will convert, how much time you will take to convert it with zero, right? The time depends on your thing. The time totally depends on you. You can take 10 years. It is possible in 2 years also. It is possible in 1 year also. And it is impossible also. So it's totally dependent on you. So let software engineer and software developer. How, sir? Study well. What is the actual problem with the youth of India? They are not ready to learn. First thing is this only. See, you did BTech, computer science and engineering. I'm not offending to you. I say this in every class that you are doing BTech in CSE or you are doing BTech in electrical and you are purchasing your project and you are engineer. You are an engineer and you are purchasing your project. Why? It feels like you did MBBS, you became a doctor, and once you got cold, you are going to another doctor. Please give me some medicine. It's like that, right? It's like that. And that's not good. Generally, engineering in India is a joke in most of the organization and colleges. And you are not responsible for that. Your education system is, I think, responsible for that. It is designed like that. They are making laborers. They are not making engineers. This is a format of college. Faculty never teach. Have you ever tried to learn, Srikant? If you ever, even my college was same. It was same. I also done BTech from CSE and it was same. Same schedule, same everything. But you have to change it. If you don't like anything, go on to top, work hard, change that thing. That's the only mantra. Same subject. See, we start with C language, right? It was developed in 1971. And we are still with the which year, sir? Sir, forgot. C language. We start with C language. We will focus on data structure, COA, and lots of things. Even faculty said, don't take these headaches. I have also self studies. Yes, you have to do the self study. I know that system is not good here, but if you are making excuses and you are saying that, oh, this some random person is responsible for my failure, then it's not good, right? Why we come to Hyderabad? Shrikant, I'm not getting like what is this? That's why you came to Hyderabad. And that is also a bad thing actually. Yes. Arey, guy, like I am living in Hyderabad and Bangalore from last many years. And I have seen peoples coming from different districts and different states here, losting into the limelight of Hyderabad. And after that, they are leaving Hyderabad on a bad note. I have seen students like those that they will come to Hyderabad with a hope. But once they are coming here, they are losting into the limelight, the lifestyle of Hyderabad. Actually, they are trying to use that lifestyle. They are not trying to create that lifestyle, right? Generally, I know this happens every time, every month, every year. I'm facing this situation from many years. Now, let's say this talk about this particular Amirpet. Job market very dull. No, the no, it's not dull actually. If you don't know anything, then it will be dull every time. If you know something, then you can find a way. Yes, job market is slow. Akash sent has a weather application. Let's check that. He said twice. Change the domain name, Akash. The domain is not good. Search weather. Is it working? Are you calling the APIs? It's not working, man. Okay. It want to get my location. Location is from Secunderabad. Okay. 2781. Yeah, good. Keep it up. Akash, keep it up. And I have seen this thing multiple times that the students are coming here with a hope. Actually, you will only know the hope. You don't know the work behind it. Right? You don't know the work behind it. So what I said is the starting is this 3.2. And if you are trying to convert to 30.2, okay, excitement you will get. I think excitement is not good. What the thing good is the work behind it. Right? I have written something like 16 cross 6. And this is what I am doing. 16 hours a day from last 6 years I am working. Every single day except Sundays. That's for sleeping. That's what I am doing. Now if someone asks me, sir, how you went to Flipkart and Amazon, that is the reason. You also do it, you will also go. What we are doing is we will learn HTML, CSS and JS and oh yes, we can develop website. What I will do with that website? Projects are like that to-do list, coffee shop. Okay, that's cool. But what I will do with that website? What your company will do? And generally, you are using code generators nowadays, ChatGPT and all to complete your task. Same chat full time in Naresh IT or else you are employing some other company, sir. My employment history is I'll tell someday, but if you are trying to learn something out of it, okay, just guess my first stipend that I got. First stipend that okay, this was might be a first salary as an intern. I was an intern at first. 8,000, no, 500. I am not asking per day, Akash. And that is actually thing Shrikant is saying that like Hyderabad is a IT boom here now. So classes, technologies are available here. And I am from complete north. I am from UP. Nothing is available there. Technology and all. There is no academies and all. So it should be your hardcore only. Otherwise, not an issue. Yes, so one person, I am from UP, belong Agra. Shrikant, I'm your neighbor. I'm from Aligarh. How old are you, sir? Sir, very old. About to complete my days now. So yes, some person gave the right answer in chat box. 5K was my the first stipend. And at that time I was very happy actually. And oh yes, it's cool. Because I got that too without a degree and nothing else. I was just a fresher. Sunday I will go to Aligarh, Kuldevi, Belon. Shrikant, go, enjoy. Belon is also our Kuldevi. May we know your age, sir? Sir, about to complete my age. I am very old. 75 years old I am. Yes, 5K was the stipend. I worked for around 7 months and eCart was my first company. Flipkart's delivery partner. I was a web development intern. What I thought is I will get promoted to associate in 7 months as they promised, but they didn't promoted me because of some of my mistakes that I did in that job. I got angry that they are not promoting me. I resigned and I just got another job, and that 5,000 I converted to multiple figures after that. I think that's not to discuss here, and definitely it's not for flexing also, but yes, you can convert that. As I was an intern only, so I was with happy with that. From first year only, I have never went to my college. Means I was going, but I was sitting in lab and doing my job. I was not attending the classes and all. I was on complete NOC, no objection certificate. So like no need to attend the classes and all. You just have to change yourself. And there is one line that I always say, that if you are absent from one location, then make sure that you are present at some more valuable location. Then bunking is good, right? If you are bunking your classes and going to clubs, then I think it's not good. But if you are bunking your classes to achieve something good, that's good. That's cool. Even from Naresh IT, lots of my students got the job. And they are coming and saying, sir, from tomorrow I will not come. I said, why no need to come? You are coming here to got a job. You got the job, no need to come here. Just go and enjoy your life now. Lots of students got. And some students like 1.5 month of their course completed and they got the job. And they are not coming now. They're just happy with their job. Like 4.8, one got 6.8, one 6.2, one in Deloitte 7.8, something like that they are getting. It is just because you don't know a curve here, right? And you will blame everyone, your college, your faculty. Maybe they are responsible, but it is your career. Why should we take tension about you? Right? Let's say you are coming here as our responsibility. Our responsibility is to deliver the lectures on time, good quality content. Now, if you are not practicing it, why we should concern about you? It is you only that should be concerned about you. Okay, and I will show you one website that is actually built one of my student only from front end classes. And generally, I always say that you have to prove your worth, and then referrals are all to me. Hold on, I will show you that website. So he's from Odisha actually. Like he's my student in Naresh IT, and he developed a website for Odisha. And you won't believe that he is a first year student. This is what he has developed. Colors might not look good proper in the projector, but it's very cool website. So as he's from Odisha, so he's developing websites for Odisha. And he's only making use of HTML and C. He's that person, this one. So he's a first year student, first semester student. His exams are in January. So his uncle said to join the classes, so he joined here. And now he's doing perfectly fine. And he's about to get a referral from me. And I didn't say him to develop this website. It is just his entire choice that, okay, I will develop something like this. And he perfectly aligned the things. Now, in the same class, some people are like that who are not completing a single task, and some are like his also, those who are doing extraordinary. So you, and I'm the same teacher to all of them. He don't know HTML's H also before joining the course. Simple H also. But now this is what he is building. And classes started on 6th of November. And it is 13th of December. 1 month, 7 days. Is anyone here from Odisha? What is that name of this dish? Curd rice. This one, this is written. He's written something, check it. And is there anyone from Madhya Pradesh? MP here? No? Leave it. So this is a website that he developed. And like he's very proud of that he's from Odisha. And he said, sir, I am very proud. I want everyone to know about my state. I said, okay. And some history about. So one person developed a MP website also. Let me show you. Guys, don't talk. I said, don't talk. No one has developed a website for Bihar till now. But you can develop. Be proud of you from where you are. Never be ashamed of your roots. So he developed a website for tourism in Madhya Pradesh. If you are from Madhya Pradesh, you can know. So like this. PHP site be on GitHub. In GitHub, you can host your static website. It can be from any particular thing. Pragyandeep, your case is really concerning. Hope you are doing good. Can you suggest some website where we can get some JavaScript projects? We can develop the project. Harshini, sir, small doubt. Instead of this, say your doubt, Harshini. Can I include in the LinkedIn? What can I include? Guys, don't talk, please. Include your education, include your projects, and if you need internship, how many of you got internship till now? No one? As expected, you guys don't know the path also. Go to this website. Guys, you are really irritating sometimes. Go to any of these website. There are they are accepting application for interns. That is completely free. There are 99% chance that you will get an internship with a proper email and letter and then certificate. Lots of my students are doing from Codesoft right now. Then you can update that same thing in your LinkedIn. I will show you. So once you are into Codesoft, so you can go to the Codesoft website, and after that they are saying that take your career to the next level with Codesoft. Apply. Once you are hitting the apply, they will give you a Google form. So fill that Google form. It is possibility that within 48 hours you will get the confirmation mail that this is what we are getting. Yes, yes. If you are from any particular year, 2023, 2022, 24 also, apply there. In which domain you want internship, as you are from web development, you can get. Okay, you can get from web development. So they will give you around 7, 8 to 9 tasks. Out of that, you have to complete the task. Internship will be for 1 month. Let's say you are starting from 14th of December, so it will be till 13th of January. You can update that in your resume. Once you complete this particular Codesoft, then go to Skillcraft, apply there. They will also give you some task. Complete that, upload them on the link they are giving you, and you will get genuine certificate letter. That you will be very helpful for you, showing the at least 2 month experience of 2 internships. Do these things. No one is going to help you. You have to help yourself. And always you are engaged in talking instead of asking some good quality questions. Go to these. They will give you internship. And once you got an internship, just let others also know about it that I got an internship. Talk to us the same thing in class that okay, we got the internship. These are the projects that we are getting. Do these things. Once these two things completed, I am the co-founder and CEO of one of a running startup. If you are really good, you will get a chance to work directly with me only when you are very good in the development. Okay, I'll show you that some other day, but you can check it in from my LinkedIn. So why do internships, sir? Hello? Why to do internship means, do you have any job now? No. And job generally they will give to the experienced person. Now what experience you have? You cannot say that from 10 years I'm playing cricket, I have great experience. From last 6 years I'm using Snapchat, I have Snapchat experience. That is not going to be counted. Right? It happens. Freshers are not allowed in industry until and unless you have a referral. No, even a single company is hiring any fresher. Not even a single. So internships are that step that you have to take to get a job. Let's say your interview is there. They will ask you, tell us about yourself. What you will say? Sir, my name is Shivam Kumar. I am from UP. That's it. That's it all about you. Until and unless you are having something with you to talk about 2-3 minutes, you are expecting that you will be selected. Not at all. How many of you have resume here in your mobile right now? No one. Okay, one. Let me raise your hand properly so I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 peoples out of a class of 200 peoples. And then you will say, system is corrupted, teacher is this, class is this. You guys are not taking a step. Tell me, it is you only, right? Change your surrounding. Talk to the peoples who are already working or who know something. But what we are doing, talking with our friends, that is also good. Even I talk with my friends, but not every time. What we generally discuss about friends? Okay, tell me. Let's say you are talking with your friend. What you will discuss about? Upcoming movie? Upcoming that Instagram viral reel? Right? Some actor, some actress. That only we will talk. If you are a cricket fan, then you can talk about cricket. None of them is going to give you food. None of them is going to pay you a single rupee. At least talk with a person who is giving you some knowledge. It can be anyone, it can be your mentor, it can be your brother, sister who are already working. Ask them that how you got this. This is how I learned the things. I am not self-made person. There are lots of people behind my success. Yes, there are lots of people. I met an Australian professor when I was in Dubai. So, he told me one thing, that it's not you who is trying to build yourself. There are lots of people who are responsible for your success. For failure, you are only responsible. For your success, there are many responsible person. Let's say tomorrow you got a job. Academy will proudly flex you. They will post your hoardings everywhere that this person got job. Even I will say in class that my student got job. And if you are not selected anywhere, what I will say, he was not studying properly. I will not take the responsibility of your failure. I will take the credit of your success. So think about it, guys. Think about it. And it's everywhere, not here only. If you got a job from like campus placement from Naresh IT or from external, they will put you on hoardings. Your posters will be here and there. They will proudly flex you that, oh, this X person is our student. And if you are nothing, you are still nothing. So talk to the persons who are giving you some values. Include them. How many of you have resume? Only 11 peoples. And I can guarantee that your resume will be either in MS Word or any in Canva or any other design tool. Right? Right? Simple thing. How many of you have resumed something external? That no, I have resumed from that particular editing. In companies, we are using ATS, application tracking software. When I was working with Z, you know Z? If you are getting late, you can drop the class. I will just take more 5 minutes. You know what about Z? It is a group of channels, right? There are lots of TV channels using Z. So I was the team leader there in development team. So I used to take interviews also as technical interviews. And I was seeing people coming with very, very dumb resume. 1,000 people apply for one job. Are we really checking 1,000 resume with our eyes? There is a software. All the resumes are uploaded to that. Left swipe. Like Tinder. Nothing is there. And you are rejected. Then you will wait for some rejection mail or some confirmation mail. You will not get it. You will not get it. We were hiring for a developer position, and out of that, around 12,000 people applied. Only 120 got selected. And what I noticed that their resumes were good. If you are creating your resume in Canva, MS Word, or any AI tool, 99.99% your resume will be rejected. And we don't even know how to get good resumes. Do we know? No. And we are not even trying to do it. That's the problem. Not knowing something is not a big deal. Let's say I don't know Telugu. So it's a problem for me? No, I'm earning good. Why should it be a problem for me? I don't even know a single word in Telugu. I know, but generally I say this that I don't know Telugu. It's not necessary for me to know Telugu, right? But if my job requires Telugu and I'm not learning Telugu, then it's a problem. Your job requires your skills. You cannot develop something, then someone is not going to select you. You are going to be rejected 110%. One of my student from, not from Naresh IT actually, he's from my past organization. He recently contacted me, and generally I don't have any contact with my students, those who got jobs. I don't communicate with them. If they got job, I said, now you enjoy your life, don't come to me. But he came to me actually. At first he got into L&T. You know L&T? What is L&T? You don't even know companies, right? You don't even know companies. L&T, it is Larsen and Turbo. And if L&T was not there, no one can run metro in Hyderabad. No one. It is totally the L&T project. I am not a Hyderabadi, I know this. But you don't know these things. L&T is the only company behind Hyderabad's metro. Till now, it is managed by L&T. So one of my students got job in L&T Bangalore. He went to Bangalore and he just recently contacted me. He did job there for 3 months and said, I want to change my job. I said, why? That I'm not enjoying here. He said me that, okay. I said, leave. Do you have any job? He said, no. I said, first get a job and then leave. And now he's into HTC. And he's 2024 batch pass out. 2024. This year pass out. He got job, I think, in August or September. I don't know completely. But now he's into HTC. For leaving L&T before 1 year, he paid some money because you have to pay that. It's a rule. And he paid. Once you are getting 100% hike, you can do anything.